Good morning. Happy Memorial Day weekend from Mason, Texas. I'm out here with a few of my best friends on a glamping trip. You can see our Airstream there in the background. And I thought I'd use this opportunity to learn what they know about certain wildlife laws. If we see a bald eagle out here,
Yes.
what do we need to do immediately?
Ignore it.
What'd you
Call
say,
the-
Parker?
Ignore it.
Ignore it?
Yeah.
Call the
just
Nature
walk it.
Society.
Who's the Nature Society? God?
Those people up there.
Okay.
Feed it.
I got a muffin.
Oh, try to catch it.
No, we don't catch it. That's like illegal.
Yep, Parker was exactly right. If you see a bald eagle or a golden eagle, you should immediately do nothing. Those eagles have been aggressively protected since 1940 under the aptly named Eagle Protection Act. That act prohibits anybody from wounding, killing, maiming, poisoning, feeding, capturing, or otherwise manhandling those eagles or their nests or their eggs. If you do any of that, you can get in huge trouble and fined anywhere up to $500,000 and get a year in jail. And if you turn someone in who has violated the Eagle Protection Act, you could get a cash reward. We take our eagles very seriously around here. Mike,
Yes.
have you ever shot a squirrel from your front yard or your backyard at your house?
Yes.
Is that legal?
No.
Why?
Because they have rights.
What kind of rights do squirrels have?
Right to live.
Okay.
Do they own like land, nature, tree branches? Do they own tree branches?
If they did own tree branches, that means you can't kill them?
I think I can kill them if they're on my property. Is that right? Is that right?
He got it. He ultimately came all the way back around and got the right answer to the question. Yes, you can shoot squirrels from your yard using a BB gun or a pellet gun, airsoft gun, but you just have to make sure, A, that you don't hurt somebody, and B, you don't damage property that isn't your own. But really, there are very few restrictions on using those types of guns to shoot squirrels in your own yard, but you cannot shoot birds with those guns. And if you're gonna use one of these guns to shoot a squirrel, it has to be the kind that you shoot from the shoulder, and it has to shoot pellets that are at least 600 feet per second. Oh, and if you use an airsoft gun, make sure it has the orange tip on it. Why? Because that's the law. Okay, so I've got one for you. If your boo tells you that she wants a pet chimpanzee for Valentine's Day, can you get her one? The answer is not unless you have a license. For any animals that are considered dangerous wild animals under the law, then you have to have a certificate of registration before you can own one. And dangerous wild animals are defined as lions, tigers, ocelots, cougars, leopards, cheetahs, jaguars, bobcats, lynxes, servals, hyenas, bears, coyotes, jackals, baboons, chimpanzees, orangutans, gorillas, or any hybrids of those animals. And licenses are pretty hard to come by. They're usually reserved for zoos, aquariums, rehab facilities, licensed veterinarians, and circuses.
Oh Lord.
Tish,
Yes.
is the one bite dog thing a real thing?
Is it one bite or two? One. It is a thing. I'm just a little fuzzy on the number.
Meaning, if your dog hasn't bitten someone in the past, but they do it for the first time, you're probably not liable.
Oh, you're probably liable. I thought you meant put it down.
Put the dog down?
Yeah. I
Oh.
thought that's what you were asking. You left out the...
In a typical dog bite claim, the person who's bitten usually has to prove two things. A, that the owner knew the dog was aggressive or had bitten someone in the past, and B, that the owner failed to use reasonable care in preventing the dog bite or controlling their dog. So that's where the one free dog bite rule comes into play. If the owner had no idea, no reason to think that their dog would bite someone or act aggressively, then they may be able to escape liability. So, from eagles to chimpanzees to squirrels to dogs, there are a few legal nuggets for you with respect to how Mother Nature's creatures impact you from a legal perspective. Thanks for watching, and remember, life is legal, so you've got to know the rules.